Hey, I'm Topher Jones, and you're listening to RageTracks.com. It's changed a lot. I guess this time last year I wasn't doing much touring, and Brohammer I think came out maybe exactly a year ago today, or maybe I think it was the 14th of March, so tomorrow. A year ago exactly tomorrow is when Brohammer came out, and that changed everything. When you spend so much time working on music and you write stuff that you love and you want to share it with people, and for them to receive it and get really excited about it is the coolest thing that you can ask for as a musician. And nothing is cooler than playing, having a show and playing your tracks and having them be the biggest tracks of the night. And that's the coolest thing in the world. And when you see people singing along to the words of Hello Chicago, I still get chills. I'm just like, It's so fun to hear when people tweeting at me every day, oh, I'm dropping the Brohammer, whatever. And it's just cool that people have gotten on board with music that I love and want to share with people. I think no matter who the person is, I think it's just great to appeal to anyone. I think it's cool that people like a song like Brohammer, and that got played from, like Skrillex plays that, but then people like Afrojack play it, and I mean the list of people that play Brohammer is crazy. And then you have stuff like Hello Chicago, maybe it's a little bit different, and then I just found out Wolfgang Gartner and Chucky are playing my new remix I did for Tritonal. It's cool to have like a wide variety of DJs, from bass music guys to full-on house guys to trance guys, playing my music. It's really cool to see that it's so widely accepted from such a big array of, or wide array of artists. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that hasn't been released yet, and I don't know when the right time is to do that, but I have done some really, what I would call like melodic, or like people call it dream step, like it's really melodic, kind of really dreamy dubstep. It's not like the really hard aggressive stuff. So I have some stuff like that. I have some stuff that is not dance music at all. It's meant for maybe more movies and kind of soundtrack stuff. I'm very influenced by Sigur Rós and like M83. Just some stuff like that. I mean, I would get tired of writing music if I had a 4/4 kick drum every single day of the month. It's nice to change things up, and I think when you love music, because when I'm not DJing or producing, I'm not listening to house music, and so I love listening to stuff that's so different than what I do. And when you have those passions and those interests, it comes back into the studio in different ways. And so I do like to spend days where I'm writing stuff that has nothing to do with maybe that I never play at a show, but as a musician, you want to have that creative outlet. There are like 1,000 people I'd love to collaborate with. I'd love to collaborate with Coldplay, Mumford and Sons. I'd love to do a pop track with Katy Perry. But then I'd love to do stuff like Sigur Rós, because I don't know anyone that writes music like that. It's amazing. And then like as far as dance music producers, Skrillex, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Seven Lions.
I can see you guys doing it.
Yeah, we're good friends, so
I can see it coming pretty soon.
We'll see what happens. Swedish House Mafia, Axwell. I mean, there are just so many. I think Alesso, like everything you write, I'm just like, damn it, I wish I wrote this track. I don't know any other artist where every single song they've released, I thought to myself, I seriously wish I would have done this. Like he has that new remix that he just previewed of the One Republic song. I don't know if you guys have heard it yet. Like I listen to it and I go, what the hell? This guy can do no wrong. I mean, there are a lot of people. Tritonal and I are working on that track right now.
Yeah, they're blowing up above and beyond.
Yeah, so I love. I mean, anyone that I think can write music that I think is good, whether it's what I do, like similar to mine or not. I just think writing music with people is a very fun experience. Yeah. I wanted to try some different things, and I knew that I needed to learn a lot more about songwriting, working with vocalists and stuff like that to try and get things where I wanted them to be. And so I stopped releasing music for a while and moved to England and worked with some amazing singers and songwriters over there, and just learned so much about music and trying to get their mindset of how they approach music, because it's so different than coming from how I sit in the studio and I write club music. And so to learn that perspective was so beneficial. And then now that was back in 2010 when I did that, and I'm been releasing music again, and things have really picked up, and I feel like the two worlds are finally meeting in the way that I want them to, as far as really big, fat-sounding clubby stuff with amazing song-based vocals and stuff like that coming together. Ultra, they have a huge YouTube presence, and they're very good at getting high-profile remixes, like the Nari Milani remix of Brohammer was a game changer. Went top 10 on Beatport. Every DJ played it, which opened up so many doors for me, and that was all because Ultra has a great relationship with their management. So they're really good at stuff like that. Ausla obviously has Skrillex funding everything, and so his network and his push, and when you get the Skrillex stamp of approval, everyone's on board. So it was great. And anytime you have, big labels that have a lot of influence believing in what you do, it's a really encouraging thing. Oh my gosh, it's so different. I mean, Chicago's a huge city, and house music started here. Not many cities, no other city in the world can say that, and so that makes Chicago on its own level. 8 or 9 million people in Chicago, the city and the surrounding area, and so there's a ton of people. House music and dance music is so rich here, and there's so much history that you can't really compare it to anywhere else. I mean, Chicago is a huge market, so many different avenues and platforms to play and to push your music, that Indianapolis, I love Indianapolis, I grew up there, great city, but it's not a rich musical city. Pacers, 100%. I grew up when Reggie Miller was amazing. Like, how could I not be a Pacer?
Okay. I understand.
The motherfucking saga continues.
My new single, Save Me, comes out on Ultra on April 8th.